everyone was asked their favorite superheroes.
Yeah.
You said Scooby-Doo.
Sure.
I didn't realize Scooby-Doo was a superhero. Can you kind of explain his superhero lore?
I mean, well, first off, he's a dog, right? And he can talk.
Fair enough. Okay.
And he solves mysteries. So I think that a dog that can talk and helps people by solving mysteries, I think is a superhero.
Your coach told me pregame the key for you guys was setting the middle, and you did that right away. How impressive was your middle attack? Woo! I'm soaking, bro.
It's that Summit High student section. You can see them. They're actually starting to pour in. Maybe you can hear them. Maybe you can't see them. They're rocking the camo out. But they're always here. Sorry, that's a bad pun. They're always here for every game. They're loud, and I know they're expecting pretty big things tonight.
And I saw in that Celebrity All-Star game, you could still swing the bat. Still one of the prettiest swings in the game. I mean, could you hop in right now this home run derby and do some damage?
Oh, man, right now the damage is in my lower half, man. I need an ice bucket.
Water, definitely still cold, some fresh mountain water. But it is gorgeous out here. The sun is shining. The dogs are barking. And I talked to some of the experience. Oh, man, we had a chase going on with some dogs and people behind me. That's the sort of intensity you can expect tomorrow.
And what's your favorite part about watching live, exciting volleyball, especially with your dad out there?
Good.
I agree. It's good. It's perfect.
And they're prepared really for anything. Let's see how prepared they really are. Oh, they're ready for everything. They're catching that ball that they're going to do all game today. That was Ryan. He's actually pitching tomorrow, so he's on the bench today. And what's not impressive is my skill. That's very unimpressive. But I am impressed by all the freshmen and the sophomores at this school that are getting involved in high school sports so early. So what motivates you when you're out here on the court, besides trying to take my head off?
Being able to see my progress.
Talking with Cooper, I'm having a catch with him. He is the team's main ball boy, so his responsibility tonight is keeping these balls dry. Whether you're young or old, experienced or inexperienced, everyone is welcome to drop in. Oh God, this is so scary. You ready? Here we go. Oh! Woo! Did it! Well, I hope the kids have a lot more skill and grace than I do. Hawk and the Confederated Tribes believe this park will bring a lot of good. I actually caught up with some local Seattle fans, some Bend fans who made the trip, and a Bend local who is well known in the sphere of softball and professional baseball.
All right, in every language you know, can you say we are the champions?
Somos los campeones. No, that's all I got. That's all I got for you guys. That's all I'll give you.
Somos los campeones.
On the road in Nashville, and now here they are for the first time in 11 years in the College Baseball World Series Super Regionals. Lee, things are getting loud. This is the most packed I've seen the Gill Coliseum all week long. Right now we have the 5A girls final. The raindrops are coming down, the curls are coming out. There's not enough hair gel in the world that could have calmed these bad boys down. But can this rain calm down the Summit storm? Utah State just got on the ice and they're warming up right now. But I think we can see the Ducks are starting to walk on. They're getting right by the door, and so we're maybe just a few seconds late. Here we go. The Oregon Ducks are on the ice officially for the first time in Bend in 2023 for the second annual Bend Winter Classic.
A young man from Bend is spending his free time as a personal trainer, but not just for anyone. Noah Chast joins us now to explain. Noah?
Lee, if Luke Williams is your trainer, you have to be strong and know how to have some fun. The Mountain View grad only trains kids with disabilities, and he has a pretty special reason why.
Great job. Killing it, Abby. Boom. Up top.
19-year-old Luke Williams, a certified personal trainer, likes to push Abigail Hamer during their workouts at Boss Sports
Abby.
Performance.
You're heavy.
It's heavy. You're almost there, girl. I believe in you.
Abby has Down
you go.
syndrome, and she's one of Williams' many clients he trains through specialty athletic training.
There's just a wide spectrum of disabilities, and so I think that's the biggest thing. Is it's not just one niche little thing. It's a broad thing.
The OSU Cascade student has a familiar connection to people with disabilities.
My older brother actually has special needs. He has cerebral palsy with a little bit of brain damage. I've always looked after him, and he's always looked after me.
After volunteering for the Special Olympics, he knew helping people like his brother Logan was something he wanted to do more often.
So I think the moment I stepped in that first class of helping everyone out.
Now he trains kids like Abby every week, and they seem to like it.
He's funny, and he keeps telling me jokes a lot.
I think you got to bust out some dance moves.
Joking aside, Abby's here to get fit.
I like doing the bicep curls.
5, great job, Abby. 8, 9, one more. 10. Woo. Up top, girl.
Boom! Who's stronger, you or him?
Me.
You? Yeah, I thought so. Woo!
Helping kids like Abby get strong and confident is why Williams does it.
It means the world, honestly. It's I can't even begin to describe how amazing it feels. I think I've honestly learned more from them than they've learned from me. That's a double high five moment.
Williams is 1 year away from earning his bachelor's degree in kinesiology from OSU Cascades, and he currently has 14 clients of all age ranges training 3 days a week. And it was truly a pleasure to speak with Luke and Abby as well.
That's a terrific story. Really is.
Terrific people.
Yeah, okay. Well, you had good subject matter, and you did well there. Okay. A big story heading into this Super Bowl weekend is two brothers facing each other in the game for the first time ever. Here in Central Oregon, there's a pair of brothers with some impressive accomplishments of their own. Noah Chast has their story.
While a Super Bowl is unlikely in their future, Summit High's Hogan and Pearson Carmichael are cementing a legacy on the football field and the basketball court. The brothers are excelling in their respective sports and playing as teammates for the last time this season.
Hogan Carmichael, a senior and starting center for the Summit High basketball team, shares the court with his younger brother and star junior guard, Pearson Carmichael.
Would you say you're the most athletic brother duo in the state?
We could be one of the, I think we are.
From the court to the field, the two have been competing with each other since they were young.
Yeah, it was very competitive. Would always end up in tears, probably.
Always end in an argument, tears. Mom and dad have to separate us.
We used to have a basketball hoop in the driveway, so oftentimes it was a result of, you know, big brother beating up on little brother and little brother losing his temper.
Hogan, Summit's starting quarterback, led the football team to a state championship, was named IMC Offensive Player of the Year, and committed to play football at the University of Idaho. Pearson, a shooting guard, leads the Storm basketball team in scoring, is a favorite for IMC Player of the Year, and is an early commit to Boise State. But Big Brother still holds one thing over him on the basketball court.
He's never beat me in one-on-one before. That's the truth. That is a 100% fact.
It's been 3 years since we've one-on-one, but I have not beat him.
He's never beat me. We're probably never going to play again, but he has never beat me.
Jokes aside, they're each other's biggest fans.
Well, and sports will come to an end, right? I mean, it does for everyone at some point, so their friendship and that relationship those two have, they'll have forever. So I think that's the most special for me as a mom, is how close they are and how supportive they are for each other.
With the Storm currently in first place in the IMC, Pearson could match his brother's football success.
Just like the work that football team put in and he put in really inspired our group as a team as well, just to do what they did and come out with the state championship.
Plus, he'll have Big Bro supporting him on the floor.
No matter what happens, like, I always know, like, hey, I got Peanut on the court with me. Like, he's right there.
So it's like our communication too. Like, one of us messes up, like, we'll walk up to each other and communicate it out. And it's like our connection is just like different from everyone else.
For Mom and Dad, seeing them grow and succeed has been a dream come true.
I mean, I think I say it weekly, like, pinch me. It's been unbelievable.
There is a lot of pride, but, you know, I think it's who they are as people more than what they do on the field.
Sky's the limit for us, and especially this guy right here, he's just getting going, and he's going to only get better.
In 2 years, Hogan and Pearson will be in college on separate athletic journeys. But for now, in their last ride as teammates, the goal is another state championship, and they both know what they need to do to get there. Noah Chast, News Channel 21. Just a couple minutes ago, Lee, Bend native Luke Musgrave officially heading to the NFL
to the historic Green Bay Packers. Logan, what can you say about your defense this year?
I mean, we were a unit. We tried to stick together as much as possible, and I feel like we did that very well.
Not only was this Shar Tobin's 100th time running 13 miles, she did it with her 2 daughters and her granddaughter for the very first time. In the beginning of the season, assistant coach Jasmine Ruiz hit me up and asked if we could cover some games. I told her, I don't know if I'll have time, schedule's already set, and it just might not happen during the regular season. She said, you know what, we'll make it to the state playoffs and you can cover us then. Well, guess where they were playing today? 2 teams, both from Bend, travel through the mountains tonight for a shot at a state title berth. Do you want the good news or the bad news? Let's start with the good news. Malinowski goes for the home run ball here. Wrong sport, but still applies. But he's picked off by Trace Benner. Benner was better. With Perkins leaping up for the interception. He's doing it on all sides of the ball for the Outlaws. Sisters ride off with the 31-7 victory on homecoming night. The rule on the outside, who puts Ben Libero Natalie Revels in self-defense mode. Save the face. First half here, and keep your eyes on number 7, Sienna McCarl. Takes a short pass, gives herself the slightest bit of separation, and just launches one upper 90 for the goal. Folks, the amount of power and precision to hit that goal the way she did cannot be understated. I'm a good listener as well, and if you go to the All-Star game, here's what you do. You get Lee Anderson an All-Star t-shirt. You want to open this up and
oh my goodness.
show it? I pay attention. He says, get a t-shirt.
It's like the running joke whenever anybody goes on vacation. I say, bring us a t-shirt.
And look at that,
My
ASG
goodness.
2023 from Seattle.
Well, thank you, sir.
Oh, of course. Can't go to the All-Star game and not bring one back for you.
Let's send you to the Super Bowl and all kinds of other places, too.
Wherever they have the best T-shirts, I'm going there. It's a little more of a fun, relaxed event because it's a game they don't normally play, whereas today, the All-Star game, I mean, they're in it to win it, aren't they?
Yeah, I was just talking to Garrett Cole, who, got the start for the American League.
This Little League program, I talked to the head coach, Brett Hartlob, and he was telling me no matter what happens in this game, which would send them to the Little League World Series, this team has a whole lot to be proud of. Was this event circled on your calendar coming up for this year?
Oh, it definitely was, especially after last year. It was a really good time last year.
So when you step into the ring, what changes about your mindset?
I just forget about my surroundings. I forget about the outside world. I become to be in tune with just me and the person in front of me.
He has exploded. I mean, I feel like every week we're talking about a Hogan Carmichael bomb to Charlie Oslin. There was some sort of bomb of a play that's happening behind me. You can hear that crowd noise. Greg, when you first signed here this offseason with Philly, I mean, be honest, did you picture yourself being here in Seattle for the All-Star game?
I wanted to be.
Absolutely cowboy up, Lee. I found myself a hat. I wouldn't feel right if I didn't have one. You can't become a washed-up high school volleyball player if there is no high school volleyball to be played. Ball. The Storm have waited 4 years to get back to nationals, and they're not going to waste this opportunity.
Super excited to give it all we have.
What an all-star game it was here in Seattle, the National League winning for the first time in 11 years.
Do you have a feeling, have you been told maybe when you're going to go and what teams are interested, or you're in the dark pretty much?
In the dark. Could be any time. Yeah, and any team.
Well, Lee, thank you. I'm just trying to do as well as these kids are doing. And the scene right now is the 5A Girls Championship just ended. The Springfield Millers took this one 44-29. Pine Nursery is normally a great spot for kids to practice soccer, but when the pros and champions are in town, it's better just to watch.
We're younger and we can see older people do it, and we might want to try it too.
Tons of Seattle Mariners fans enjoying this moment, getting loud and cheering. Right now, the American League up 1-0 after a Yandy Diaz solo shot. Who's the better gamer?
Right now,
okay, can we look at it statistically on...
Angelina heard about the club through her game design class, while Carlos was looking for something to do.
To me, it doesn't really matter if we win or not. It just matters if we gave our best and put our all into the game.
But winning's fun.
Yeah, winning's a lot of fun.
Hard to believe it's February and I'm standing here with my toes in the sand. For some people, it's a bit concerning, but for the volleyball players at Pine Nursery, they dig it. In total, Brandon will do about 1,000 pull-ups with a lot better form than me and about 33.5 laps around this loop. Owen hopes to get a college scholarship and eventually even go pro. And if he keeps swinging and playing like he is right now, then, well, he's not too far off.